What's up, sneakerheads? Welcome back to Nature's Reviews. I'm your host, Nature Boy Chuck, and on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a shoe that had me excited more than almost any sneaker release to this day. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Jordan 40 Classic. This shoe is absolutely gorgeous, and it is everything that I thought it would be, personally. But I know there are a lot of questions that are unanswered for us. Are they comfortable? How the materials, can I actually hoop in them? Why they look so bulky and heavy? And on today's episode, we're gonna break them down in separate categories to help you guys make a decision on the sold out, but soon to be released Jordan 40 Classic. Go ahead and debunk something that I've seen on the internet already, and it's kind of irritating because somebody looks at the Jordan 40 and they automatically think that this shoe is massively heavy. This is going to be the Dun Issue 7, the newest release from Adidas and Donovan Mitchell. And let's just say in the comparison, if I'm holding both shoes and I'm feeling the weight of them, it is almost identical. So the first myth that we're going to debunk as this sneaker being extremely heavy, it is not. But I had to debunk that myth, and that is going to be taking down the first question that a lot of people had concerns about. But before we get into the others, let's talk about how you're going to obtain this sneaker, because the first go around didn't go as everybody would like. Now get this, the first initial release only had 441 pairs that released on Nike.com. The only second retailer to have the Jordan 40 Classic was Foot Locker, and it sold out in a matter of seconds. We have a new release date now, which is going to be August the 9th. As of right now, we don't know which retailer is going to be carrying the shoe, if Nike.com is going to bring this back, but most importantly, what kind of stock levels we're going to be looking at on this particular model right here. Retail price of this sneaker is $205. Of course, we've seen the increase over the period of time with Jordan Brand in all products as we call sneakers, but I don't know how much it's going to change for us in the resale market. Now, I'm not an analyst on that, but I think right now the pricing is somewhere around $50 to $70 more than what retail is, and I'll tell most people you need to hold off. Even though we don't know what the exact stock number is going to be on this, usually when you have a second release like this, the stock number is definitely gonna be way much more than at least 440 pairs. Now I know the question might be, why are people scrambling to buy this particular model? Why the numbers are low, or is it just hype because the numbers are low? But I'm here to tell you that after we break down the details of this shoe, you're gonna find yourself being one of those people scrambling to get these also. I have to admit, I'm a Jordan head, and when the Jordan 40 was announced in the classic colorway, it was almost a must for me. But when I received the sneaker in hand, I'm gonna tell you something. Everything changed because I did not expect them to be this good. As you'll notice right off, that black that you see at the top has a beautiful deep suede that covers it all the way to the front portion of the toe box of the sneaker. Right where you see the toe box there, you're gonna feel, oh man, some beautiful touches of suede right here on this cap. And it's not white, just like you see the beautiful leather that you have that runs down the side of the shoe. But it is almost a off-white gray type texture, and it is very smooth and nice for us in the touch portion of your hand. Speaking about the leather right here, you have a high grade, almost perfect texture of leather being there. Now we have some lines that run down here and stitching there. Now that goes into one of the other classic models of Jordan Brand, but we'll break that down once I go over the models that are integrated inside this shoe itself. But right around to the back is where I fell in complete love. Look at that. You got the Nike Air being there. Of course, you know that's in the hints of the Jordan 4s, Jordan 3s. But right at the bottom portion there, it's going to be a Zoom X. Now, you can barely see it here, but I have it on camera for you guys too, so you can see it. So nice touch and hint there too. On the inside portion there, you're going to have more of the designs there. That is going to be simply Jordan 40 and that type of writing being there too. You're going to see this gold plate being there, which I love that they did this. It almost works like a ventilation portion. And for me, I just think for the goals that championships that Michael Jordan has won and the gold medals that he's won by being on the Olympic team, that this was a nice hint to have that gold vented plate being right there too. And it actually has like some kind of mesh material over the top of it. So breathability should be great on this shoe, having that ventilation right there. And that is almost the perfect spot to actually have that being on there. Now let's look at the front toe here. You're going to have that Jordan sign, and we all know what model that comes from. Well, it gets more interesting as you get to the bottom portion of the shoe. Take a look at that. Look at the effect with the light on it. Now this is going to be the herringbone pattern that Jordan Brand and Nike displayed, and it's in the description on their website, which is going to give you more traction and control for us moving in and out of cuts, turns, whatever it may be. Now, me personally, this is the first time I've seen it used this way. Very interesting, I might add. And once we get to the on-foot performance portion of a separate video that I'm going to do for you guys, I'll explain to you how this actually feels. Now, going up to the tongue, that resembles, of course, the Jordan 5, but right down from that, the laces in the tongue portion of the bottom portion of the shoe is all going to be reflective also. Now, around the inside of the shoe here is going to be a smooth material, not a terry towel, not an overly cloth feel. Good smooth feel being there too. But it gets real interesting as we start to go to the back. Now I'm going to pull this portion out here, guys. And this is going to be behind the tongue, as you can see there. You may be able to see it here, but I'm going to zoom in for you. But on that portion, it's going to have Air Jordan 40. It's going to have the code of the shoe side to sides, and Beaverton, of course, we know where that is, and made in Vietnam, but the feel of that back portion is nice too. Every piece of material on this shoe is absolute pristine. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. The quality that you get on this shoe is top notch for the amount of money that you're paying too. But looking at the back portion here, you may be able to see it, but you have that 40 being on there too. Now this material is a little different than you have on the suede. I don't know what to call it, to be honest with you guys, but the touch of it feels so good across the hands. I am absolutely impressed at everything that Jordan Brand put on this typical shoe, on this non-typical shoe, and you know, that's one reason why I'm extremely excited. My words getting crossed up there, but I'm a little excited about this shoe. And when I put it on foot, I was a lot more. But before we get to the on foot, let's break down some of the design elements of this shoe and what Nike used on this shoe, which was the first time it's been done. Now, what's cool about the Jordan 40 is they mixed in a lot of previous Jordan models within the shoe in a perfect yet tasteful way. Starting with the front portion of the shoe right by the toe, it's going to be this sign here on that Jumpman. That is going to be a nod to the Jordan 13 model. Jordan 5 on the tongue, carrying the reflective elements and with the laces also. Right on the back portion of the heel, that's the Jordan 3. And you see this line that's right here on the side, that is going to be in replication of the Jordan 14. Now, if there's another element on this shoe that I've missed out on, please let me know. But I think it's one other one. If I'm not mistaken, this line that you see right here for the Jordan 18, I don't know. I could be wrong, or seeing things, but that's some of the things that I have seen. Now, Nike says that it has this system, webbing system on the inside of the shoe, and they use 6 web links or webbing systems inside of it that when you put your feet inside of it, it keeps everything in place and keeps your feet from sliding. Now, I experienced this when I first put my feet inside of them, guys, and it's an absolute game changer. But one other thing that is key also is the comfort of this shoe. And with Zoom X, guys, let me tell you something. On this particular model, it is full length. So from the back of the shoe all the way to the front, it feels like you are walking on clouds. Now, this same technology is used in some of or should I say, Nike's best particular running shoes or models. And it's put into the shoe, and it's the first time it's been done full length. On top of that, you have the Nike Strobel that is right on top of that Zoom X, which is going to give you not only great comfort from the Zoom X, but to give you great bounce movement, cutting. Uh, I can't explain how great it felt once I put my feet inside of this, and which is going to lead us to now out on foot. The portion everybody loves. Everybody want to know how it looks on feet, and that was one thing I want to look at too. It may seem to be bulky, but it is a very low cut shoe. As you guys can see in the image, they wear off good. The shoe looks fantastic. It's very stylish. And I have to say, it's one of those sneakers when you walk into the gym. I thought it was kind of funny that we call it the Jordan 40, but it's one of these shoes when you see an older cat that's near his 40s in these are some sleeping giants. Guys, they feel so good. The comfort level is an easy 10 out of 10 for me. This webbing system is interesting because with most models, sometimes I can feel like I'm sliding around in some of them, or if you're playing basketball, you can feel that slide or that movement. But this almost feels like a perfect airbag system for your feet. If one slides or moves out of balance, you kind of can feel some movement. And I don't really know how to explain that internal webbing, but guys, it feels perfect. And that's one reason why most people who get this shoe might say it feels a little snug or a tight fit. So if you like a little bit more space or room in your shoe, like your normal average shoe or size that you wear, I wear a size 10. This is a size 10. If I wasn't really playing basketball or performing at any high level on the court, I would say you probably need to go a half size up. I know that's going to be a question that's asked, but I would recommend a half size up. Now, I'm not going to have a problem wearing my natural size in this because I do plan on playing basketball in it. And you're going to see that in the performance review that's going to be linked in the description below. But I feel pretty good with it. I like the feel of the snugness. It's not uncomfortable by any means. But the wear of this shoe is absolutely top notch. You guys know how much I talk about comfort, and this one here hits almost every category. Not only with comfort, but style. The shoe looks very good. The suede, the deep black suede across the top, the front toe cap, and that sign on the back, guys, in replicates of the Jordan 3 model. This just hits good. I don't know where they got that idea from, but it has almost like a crease that comes down the middle with this beautiful clear coat across it with the Nike sign being there and the Jordan 40 symbol, the Zoom X being there too. This shoe is absolutely beautiful. I don't want to hear nothing crazy about the Jordan 40. This shoe looks phenomenal, and I think Jordan Brand nailed it with everything that they've done on this particular model. Now guys, I know it was a lot of things that we debunked in this video. First, talking about how this shoe looks bulky and it's going to be a brick on your foot. And we've come to the saying to say this is a extremely light sneaker in comparison to the Dunn Issue 7 Donovan Mitchell's Adidas shoes. They feel about the same in hands. Now, for style, I think the shoe looks great. The materials on this shoe is premium for the money that you pay, so you don't have to feel like, I should say, that you spent too much money on a shoe that's not going to be premium. Every aspect of the Jordan 40 is premium. They did not slouch on anything. Now, as far as comfort was great in the shoe itself. The strobel being added on top of the Zoom X. The Zoom X, I'm telling you guys, is a game changer in this shoe. And for somebody who's close to their 40s, me, I want to be able to hoop in the shoe, have something light and comfortable at the same time, and I can wear anywhere. This shoe will clean up nice and you can put them on no matter where you go. And that's in thanks to the smooth, deep black suede that you have on it, the ventilation that you have here too, and you have the ventilation at the top portion of the shoe also. So as far as comfort, easy 10 out of 10. Performance, we're going to talk about that in the video, so make sure you subscribe. But guys, other than that, this is a quality shoe. It is the classic model. You need to buy it if you are a Jordan head to experience exactly what I'm talking about today. Once you get it in hand, videos don't do too much justice. I try to get you guys some great zoom in to actually see it and try to immerse you into the shoe itself. But it is just absolutely premium. all the way down to the one aspect I forgot, you have leather in the inside cuffings around the ankle of this shoe. Come on, man. Who else is doing it this good? This shoe nails it. I like it a lot. And after watching this video, the release is coming up soon, August the 9th. Guys, this is going to be one you don't need to sleep on. This is Nature Boy Chuck, and this has been a review on the Jordan 40, the classic colorway. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.